Hello again, and welcome. I'm Taryn, Wellness Coordinator and host of the Reactive Health Show. And today I'm joined by Lana MacDonald, physiotherapist and co-founder of Reactive Health. And she joins me here today at our Stratford location. Hi, Lana.
Hi, how are
Thanks
you?
for being with us.
My pleasure.
Today we're going to talk about plantar fasciitis, which is a really common, I guess, and really painful foot condition. So Lana, we seem to see quite a bit of it here at the clinic. Would you say it's a pretty common thing?
Absolutely. Well, plantar fasciitis is one of the most common causes of foot pain. Is definitely, I would say, the highest ranking reason for foot pain among our patients that come into this clinic.
Certainly seems that way.
Yeah.
So what kinds of things can cause it?
Well, basically, it's caused by an inflammation of a thick band of tissue that runs from the heel all the way down to the tips of the toe. This tissue acts as a shock absorbing bowstring type of support for the foot. So when that tension becomes too great or that tissue is overstretched, individuals will develop small little micro tears in the tissue, and those tears will cause inflammation and irritation, leading to pain.
Right, that makes a lot of sense. So then what are some of the signs that you might actually have plantar fasciitis?
That's a great question. The number one symptom that patients will describe to us is that when they first get up in the morning and they put their feet on the floor and they go to take that first step, they'll have pain in their heel, typically in their heel. Sometimes it can radiate down into their arch. And then as they get up and they start moving and that tissue warms up, sometimes that pain will dissipate completely and go away. It may not be completely gone, but it usually eases off. However, if they rest again throughout the day and they're sitting for a little bit and then they go to get up again, it returns. And we don't always get to see patients right away with this condition because they can usually tolerate that for a little while. So often when they come in to see us, this condition is chronic. They've had it for a while, which takes a little bit longer to get better.
So then are there actual risk factors that you can develop from having this condition?
There are certain factors that come into play that make you more susceptible to developing this condition. Number one, research will show that it's more common in individuals between the ages of 40 and 60 years old. It is more common in individuals that are overweight or obese. It's more common in individuals that have flattened arches or arches that are quite high, so not the norm, either high or low. It's more common in individuals that have professions or jobs or are standing on their feet a lot for longer periods of time throughout the day, and definitely people that are not wearing supportive footwear or walking around on concrete surfaces. You'll see it more common in those individuals as well.
Okay. So then physiotherapy, can it help?
Absolutely. We as physiotherapists play a big role as educators in this condition, and there are a lot of things that we can teach patients when they come in of things that they can do at home to help manage it. One of the first things we usually teach them is how to mobilize the tissue and help stretch it out. It's not a muscle, it's a connective tissue, so you're helping do things to help bring blood flow and circulation to the plantar fascia. My two favorite ways to do that, one is to use a tennis ball and put the tennis ball on the floor and just roll your foot from your heel all the way down to the tips of your toe to mobilize the tissue. A second way is to take a water bottle, put it in the freezer, freeze it so the ice is solid, and then take that out, and that becomes an ice massager. So you can put that again on the floor like the ball and roll it over the plantar fascia. The bottle will help massage the tissue, but the ice will help decrease the inflammatory effect as well. So it's a double benefit there. We'll also teach them home stretches for their calves. There's many different ways to do that. And for those individuals that have flattened arches, we want to try to build up the tension in the bottom of their foot and maybe give them a little bit more arch support that their ligaments are not providing to them. And a way to do that is just to do simple little towel crunches with their toes or picking up marbles with their toes and things like that.
Okay.
Another way you could help with the inflammation is after you've been on your feet or you've been exercising, to try to get ahead of that inflammatory response was to ice massage the bottom of the foot. And my favorite way to do that is to take a little styrofoam cup, fill it with water, stick it in your freezer, and then just peel the edge off the styrofoam cup so it becomes an ice massager. And we use that, massage the bottom of your foot for about 5 minutes, or just use an ice pack for 5 or 10 minutes to try to get ahead of things. Some therapists will recommend night splints, and basically what that is a way to provide a continuous, prolonged stretch to the calf and the plantar fascia while you sleep. And another thing we look at is we evaluate their footwear, what they're wearing. We may just need to change the footwear, or sometimes they do require orthotics.
Well, this is all great information.
Yeah.
And thank you for being our first for the tips from the
Thank you.
talk
It's my
today.
honor.
We're going to post some of those great information tips that Lana gave us on how to deal with plantar fasciitis at home. So make sure that you look for that link just below. And hopefully you'll join us again next time for tips from the top as well. Thanks again. Bye-bye.